afternoon. If you're just joining me, I'm doing a quick podcast, and that's why I did not allow the music to take most of your time. Many of you who called me today on the issue of Yeke attacking me, I might take a minute just to respond to Yeke Koluba. One may say it's not worth your time. Yeah, sometimes it's not worth your time, but sometimes it's worth your response. Not your time, your response. And I will be responding to him, you know. Nothing's poor. Yeah. There are people like that. Sometimes you don't have to take issues up. Share the video. I will be actually responding and helping Yeke understand my position. So please share the video. When we get to 250, I will start. You know, Yeke is not one of the people I should run away with. If anything, Yeke should be running away from me. Not me running away from him. You know, the people have a saying, one woman can't born crazy child. And I'm about to put him in his place as fast as he can dream. And he thinks otherwise, then we will find out. But I'm here. Share the video, please. If I can get 250 people, I'll speak to you. Let's share the video, please. I'm happy Konodeko is watching. Like I said, I'll put him in his place. All right, 225 is enough for me because of time. I don't have the luxury to move around. I want to first speak to the Liberians and the diaspora. The Liberian back home are watching you all in the diaspora. What you do, how you carry yourselves, it's important. Every Liberian citizen has the right to celebrate, individually or collectively. They have the right to celebrate this victory because they work hard for it. Like I was sharing with Senator Nyambli Kanga this morning, there are lots of things that you people may not know that happen behind the scene. It will not be expedient at this point in time to let it out to the public. But in subsequent time, many of you will be shocked to know where we all came from to where we are today. And many of you will learn some things you never heard of, you never knew, so forth and so on. So I say this to mean that every Liberian have got the right to celebrate. Now, if a group of people come together in any state for that matter, or any area like the DMV or Minnesota, and say we are having our rescue celebration, it's their right. You cannot stop people from celebrating. But I think we need to be very careful so as not to be celebrating and alienating. Somebody is not understanding me. We need to be careful not to be celebrating and alienating. Those are two separate words. Where you celebrate today and you alienate a certain group of people tomorrow. What do I mean by this? It brings me to my topic. So let me start first with myself before I go to His Excellency, the President-elect, Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai. I woke up this morning at 2 a.m. I'm very good at social media going about. But I had no idea about some celebration that is going on in the Northeast. At 2 o'clock this morning, a friend of mine, Ernest, called me and asked me, 2 a.m., to ask me whether JMB will attend a program in Philadelphia because he, Ernest, did not want to drive for nothing. Of course, I will be upset. But out of respect for him, I'm like, do you know what time it is? He's like, yeah, 2 o'clock. You know, I'm at work, so I don't want to. And I said, wow. I said, but to tell you the truth, I have no idea about what you're talking about. Oh, my man, it's a big celebration. JMB will be in attendance. You say you don't know? That Liberian attitude from my brother. Of course, I can't blame him. That's what he was made to believe. So I said, I don't know. I really don't. And somehow, he did not believe me. Which makes me, on this podcast, wants to challenge all the organizers as to which one of them ever called me, solicited my views, asked me to be MC, or asked me to come, or invite me. This challenge is from my heart. I had no idea. And apparently he was not satisfied with my answer. By 6 a.m. in the morning, the calls started to come in. Will you be there? My cousin and I got off the phone since this morning. She'd been calling, not too long ago. A friend of mine and I got off the phone. Grandma Elizabeth, I won't call her last name, said that I gotta be there. All these people are headed to this place that we ourselves, whom they believe they're going to see, seem not to have an idea. I flew out of Dallas Airport into Atlanta yesterday. Took another flight from Atlanta into the Tri-Cities. There's no way I should leave Maryland and be coming south had I known about such glorious event. And there is no way His Excellency, the President-elect, will be attending a celebration like that. And some of us are not there to introduce him and woo the crowd. It is not possible. It is not possible. Again, I repeat. I flew out of Maryland, Dallas Airport, into Atlanta yesterday. From Atlanta into Tri-Cities, Tennessee. Whether the President-elect was attending or not. If I really knew about that celebration, I would have been there. I didn't know. So again, why am I here? I'm here because of the almost 100 calls that I received. Many persons wanting to know if JMB will be at the celebration. Well, as far as I know, when I say as far as I know, you already know. No one contacted the old man directly, wrote him a letter, asked him to come, invited him to be there, so forth and so on. You put the other one around it. He would have loved to celebrate with people. But hey, he's the president-elect now. And he's not refusing. But we cannot mix up people having their own celebration for their victory and begin to say, oh, you're hiding a puppet. You ain't want a puppet to come. They have the right to have their party and to celebrate. As far as the old man going there was no prior arrangement to that. And I can say to you clearly, without any doubt of an imagination, I am here. The old man is there, but not in Philly. And he will not be in attendance because there was nothing arranged. However, we are all in favor of the celebration. Liberians must celebrate their victories. So whether he's there or not, he celebrates with them. But as far as all of you calling, he's supposed to be there, he will be there. No, he wouldn't be there. I spoke with the chief of staff, a member of the delegation right now, and he's not going to be there. But he celebrates with them. It's important for us to note that. Even the people in the houses today that are celebrating, know that JMB is celebrating with you in spirit. And it is your right. And we will celebrate with you. Somebody will say, well, usually, yeah, for me personally, this. Why would I fly from Maryland to Atlanta into the Tri-Cities with such a big party? This brings me to the point that if you're going to arrange these things and you want this president-elect to attend, please contact him through whatever means and do the right thing. Because his being in the United States now is not the former president. He is the president-elect. America will guarantee him the protection. Therefore, the Liberian thing we can do. Oh, Pabeka. No, not like that again. The Secret Service got to know. The FBI about got to be open. The CIA then got to be spying. The local police in that province, state, county must be notified that the president-elect of the Republic of Liberia is headed to that area. They will go there, comb the area. In the event anything happens, they're able to offer the kind of service and protection that they need to offer. This Liberian thing where you just get us in the money, and they may will be here. It doesn't work that way. The only thing I can tell you today, the old man is set and okay, except that the B18 they play very And me, I can celebrate in front of you, but Arsenal, y'all fall back. They were claiming too hard. But nobody should tell the old man. The old man, a big team today. You watch it from start to finish. The negative team, Google. I mean, talking the PA team. Okay? So, again, on a much serious note, those of you, he's still here, those of you wanting these huge events and wanting to attend, please, he's no longer Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai, former Vice President of Liberia. No. He's now Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai, President-elect of the Republic of Liberia. He entered here with a delegation for a purpose. And if he is to move around, it will require security. It will require proper arrangement. It will require protocol. And those things cannot be overlooked. So I'm going to appeal to many of you. I don't want to say this, that. The rescue celebration would go on. Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai will be with you all in spirit. He will celebrate with you all wherever you are. But as to be physically present, that's not going to happen. I was informed by the Chief of Staff to let people know so that tomorrow, after the celebration, there is not an alienation. What do we mean by that? People celebrate today, then they go. I bought my ticket, I bought a new dress, and Joseph Boakai did not show up. Amen. Some people will start saying, I'm bleeding. We care ourselves for him. But now, we celebrating, he too good to come among us. No. It shouldn't be after the celebration, alienation. No. There was no prior arrangement. The group decided to celebrate. All of them bought their ticket. They're enjoying themselves today. Everybody please go there and enjoy yourselves. Forget about me. That was my bad luck. But had I known, unless it was rock I was spending yesterday, I would have gone to that celebration. It's my money. I'm not running for nobody. I'm my own small money. Had I known, I would have stayed over there and gone to that celebration. Which won't be my concern. But I had no idea. So again, let's not celebrate and alienate people. I got calls. Oh, so they say you will be the MC tonight? MC? I don't mind doing it. It's a talent that God gave me. I'm not too big to do anything. But y'all go ask everybody. Nobody asked me to be MC. Nobody invited me. I don't know anything. But one thing I know, His Excellency would not have gone over there without somebody to properly introduce him. To those of you who are saying, oh, the old man can't move. The old man can't talk. Y'all stay with this story. So every day now y'all will exhibit dullness. That one man, y'all been killing him for 6 years, he died. This one man ran more on the campaign trail than the young boy George Weah. True or false? This young man traveled to more counties than the man who had helicopters. This man stood up and spoke for hours everywhere he went. Your boss stood up and spoke for only 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It was done. All the people who say you are going to die, at least 80% of them are dead. You still playing that kind of game? The last time he was supposed to come here for open heart surgery, Mayo Clinic. It turned out when we were having all our phone all around the place, you all left that stuff. He has come again after, let me say this to all of you. If you want to know the facts, Jeremiah Kun went to go rest too. By the grace of God, day after tomorrow, another day, he will be headed back home. Nyomdi Kanga Lawrence just got back home, I think, yesterday, right? Joseph Alma said, I went and rested. You think the run campaign as something small? That's the exact reason why they beat you on the market door. Why? Because you didn't run the campaign. So you're still around drinking and celebrating your own defeat. This old man worked his tail off. According to Dr. Henry Costa, this old man was supposed to die in 3 months. And this old man was in every county campaigning. Whether on television, radio, voice tape, road, whatever, he was there. Do you know what it means to run a presidential campaign? Do you? He took his time to come and rest. The very people sitting on the platform and talking nonsense today could not give the healthy candidate that they say is healthy, number one. He very rich. He got contact in America and the world. He this, he that. Only 1%. But the kind of people say they're talking today. Come on. That's stupidity. Your friend ran campaign. They got over 5%, 4%. You ran a campaign. You still looking for whether you could get straight 2%. You didn't get it. You did not get it. And the same thing you use after the man is elected, you still using it. So you're unfinished. You got nothing to contribute. You have nothing to say. You're just a noisemaker. It's plain and simple. So I want to say to Liberians, go there today and celebrate. When people want to say this and that, just ask them, say, I hear what you say. But all the muff you get, your candidate couldn't get more than 1%. The sooner you learn how to speak good English, your candidate will go to 1.5%. Yeah? But because you can't speak English, they're making from 7% to 1%. That's the result of people like you joining campaign team. Again, if you are a Liberian and y'all want to do your thing, contact the right individuals so that it can be smooth. Very, very smooth. Meanwhile, do podcasts. Just by myself. Go look at all the ones I did before. Go look at the whole television station. I beat them in numbers all the time. It's because everything goes by ratings and what you put out there. People come to see what you're working with and listen to what you're saying. When they can't listen to you, you start talking about somebody going to die. Your friend was running campaign on what they will do for the Liberian people. And I'm challenging anyone listening to me. I'm throwing a challenge to you. The number one reason for the CPP/ANC not even getting 2%, the number one reason was misplaced priority. Take that word from me today. Misplaced priority. You have your priority is, your number one priority was to win the presidency. You took it from that focus or that place and brought it on JMB. What school you went to in your life that would tell you, say, to win election, you need to be behind one paper whole day about how you would die? Where? The candidate you're sending, you're not selling him. You are attacking your compatriot and leading your rival. They left George Weah George Weah, they left him and focused on Joseph Boakai. Okay? And that was where the whole thing, because once you draw the attention to Joseph Boakai instead of George Weah, and you meet a savvy guy like me, you expect me to go start attacking you? You have brought the people focus and attention on me. My job now is to utilize the free advertisement that you have given me to bring an audience. Then my job now is to sell my platform to the audience you have given me free of charge. And that's what I did. By the time they finish saying the man will die today, will die tomorrow, then everybody will come to come see what I got to say. Then what do? I just show Joseph Boakai picture to the White House. I looking like junk. I show Joseph Boakai entering the White House. From there, I show all the cuckoo things he has done. From there, I speak about his plans for agriculture, for roads, for education, for sanitation, tourism, for health. Then I wait for you the next day again. He's too old. If you look at him, sir, you will think, everybody come out to come listen. What will Fahngon say about his age? No. For the 2 years in government, thank you. For the 2 years in government, gave people the reason to come and listen to me. To give them what he did in the 42 years. And you expect me to come say, oh, and you know, for the 2 years, no. Then I gave them what he has done, what he's expected to do, and what he has promised he will do. They buy, they go back home again. They smile. You're kind again. The man is president-elect. Now you're behind him. He will die. He will not take a seat. If this will happen to him, if this. And when you do that, we'll just come here and tell you, this is it. It's moving strong. Everything is fine. Yes, I can tell you one thing. If you didn't buy today, if you didn't buy to get Arsenal, one pound to get Arsenal. Yeah, I know you're here for the evil, but he lost appetite. Aston Villa. Let the Pape team down. Yeah. He now that someone else can only watch TV. They put to Arsenal know him. He went there to the football field himself. They he ain't Arsenal being another phone. But they beat him, they don't tell you how they want to say, oh. I just saying it. Okay? But I want you all to know your president-elect is healthy. He's good. He's enjoying himself. They beat a team today. But at the game, and so far so good. That's the only thing. But everybody who know themselves, yeah, you're president there. He will run no campaign. He came from the climate summit. He lay down in Ghana, enjoy himself the whole time. The whole week he be in Ghana. You say why you go wrestle. You see? So I want you all to know. Now, we having said that, always contact the office of the president-elect if you want him to attend your program. Do not guess. And do not think because he's here, he will be there. No. Now, let me seize this opportunity to speak to Yeke Koluba. Just maybe 2 minutes, that's it. You know, there were a lot of us that Yeke Koluba needed when he was seeking re-elections. So he had to play to our whistle and tune. I want Yeke Koluba to know, and I know he will listen to this. There are certain people you don't mess with because they don't take your mess. You should know better. And I expect you to know better. You come out, whoa. Then you say you got support, they might give you small money. Good. Good for you. But, Yaka, perhaps no one have told you. So, I said it would take 2 minutes. Let me read this to you for your understanding. Since you don't seem to want to shut that mouth of yours. Every time you talk, you admit that you committed war crimes and you cannot wait for the war crimes court to come. Yeke, know that you're dealing with people that are smart and have got brains. There's going to be a new sheriff in town. Know that when you have people like Julie Rambo saying that you took her in the back of your pickup and you raped her, be warned. Be warned of the people you were messing with. Be warned. Let me read something you don't understand. Because you and I know, Yeke, you did not go to school. So let me teach you something real quick. This is a little book. It's called the 1986 Constitution. I'm going to take you back now to Article 42. No member of the Senate. Yeke, I want you to listen to this right here. Article 42. I'll point to it. Article 42 right here. So you can never forget it. No member of the Senate or House of Representatives to which you belong shall be arrested, detained, prosecuted, or tried as a result. Yeke, you didn't go to school. Let me teach you. As a result of opinions expressed or votes cast in the exercise of the function of his office. Period. Yeke. They say none of you can be arrested or tried as a result of your opinions that you express or the votes you cast in the exercise. That means when you're doing your work on the house floor. You understand that, Yeke? Because you drum around like a little goat and don't seem to understand. Let's go to the second sentence. Members, that you, Yeke, shall be privileged. Yeke? You know what they call privilege? When you have the privilege to go through that door, that means somebody can allow you through that door, that privilege. That means they can grant you the privilege of going through that door. When you have the right, they have to, I'm speaking English, they have to allow you through the door because it is a right. There's a difference between privilege and right. Privilege, you can be, or you may be, or if they like, they can. But when it is a right, then there's no interference. It's left for you to determine whether you want to or not. So let's continue. Members shall be privileged from arrest. Do you see them say members shall have the right not to be arrested? It's a privilege they're giving you. Privilege, not a right. Members shall be privileged from arrest while attending. They ain't getting the right though. So even if you are attending, okay, you on your way, you attending, you can be arrested. It is not your right to say when you attending, you cannot be arrested. You shall be privileged. That privilege they're giving you. From arrest while attending. That number one. When you are attending. Going to when you are going to the house, you on your way to the house, or returning from, that means you coming from your session, from sessions of the legislature. You see the privilege they gave you? When you are attending session, that means session on, or you are going to session, that means you driving, you on your way, or you are coming from session. Except for, these are the exceptions they gave now. That means you will not enjoy that privilege. Treason, felony, or breach of the peace. That word breach of the peace, you think you are somebody and you can just run your mouth anyhow, that everybody will be afraid of you. You don't want to pick a fight with me. I see you all the time. You talk. Let me define for you right here. Define. Because if I take it from my mouth, breach of the peace. Yeah, right here. Before I click on it, see it right here? It right there, breach of the peace. So I'm going to click on it to help you. Yeah, it right there. The definition is there. Breach of the peace. Yeah, okay? An act of violence. Yeah, okay? You don't want to mess with me. I keep warning you. They told you now, they gave the exception where you will not enjoy that privilege. The exception was 1, felony, 2, treason, or breach of the peace. Period. They say you will not have that privilege. For those, that's the exception. Okay? So let's define breach of the peace for you, okay? An act of violent or noisy behavior that causes a public disturbance and is considered a criminal offense. You understand that? That nonsense, you there in a blind government where people there who ain't no book will not be tolerated in this government. This law will be the law. So, when you move from session, go take Pata and go stand to Joseph Braga horse and start flocking it. Banging, disturbing and cursing him. If your foot touch the ground, that means there is no law in the republic. That means there will be no law in the republic. Go try it. Thank God, I say, oh, that a book right here. And it says, I'll read it for you again. Members shall be privileged. They didn't say you have the right. From arrest, while attending, meaning you in the hall. Going to, meaning you going to work. Returning from session, meaning you coming from there. Of the legislature, except, you see the exception they gave? Except for treason, felony, or breach of the peace. Go and define breach of the peace. They put it by itself. But when you have dull people in the government, you take advantage of them, and you think you the man will read the law to you, and will teach you the law by force or by fire. Why you will not argue? We will bring the breach of the peace. We will show it to you. We will show your own video. And we'll read it to you. And you accept it as the law that you have breached the peace. So let me warn you. Keep the peace. Keep the peace. It just come. You threaten people. You insult people. You talk like one crazy. When you see us now talking, all during the campaign, we held our peace. Because why? We needed everybody. You needed us, we needed you. We had to remove the government from power democratically. But that does not mean after election, you will come to us and think you can attack and walk away. And you and I will not fight in this government. That's why I'm reading the law to you before the government takes seat. We brought the government, you and I. But now, oh, don't call me uncle and nephew and you. I will deal with you. You get criminal there. You get this. That's your opinion. But I've read the law to you. That nonsense 102 say arrest the man. The bobo officer then stood out there and were afraid to execute the law that they swore to uphold and defend. Nonsense. Go try it now. You will know whether A.B. Command and Gregory and Clarence and O'Paul and went to school. That's why I'm reading the law to you. Go jump over car in short traffic, say no slipper, tear share, and see what Article 42 say. You will understand. If you think you are loved, you need to think again. Even the people that brought you to power, that re-elected you, they are getting fed up with you. They're getting tired so soon. If you don't know how you won the elections, that over 60% of the people that voted for you left their homes and came to District 10 and registered just for you. When you were crying on Josephine Davis and the little stepson of Jeremiah Coon and Dash Morgan, you don't know how the Liberian people brought you and re-elected you? Came from all over the country and followed your district? You better shut that mouth. You better shut that mouth. That fear that you want people to have of you, I'm not going to give you that chance. Don't even dream on it. Shut it. Shut it. Because the law will be the law. And my reliance is Article 42. So I heard you today. I heard all the threats, all the insults. I heard it all. But slow down, bro. Slow down. That's why I'm teaching you the law. So you don't get it twisted because you didn't go to school. And you and I know, Yeke, you didn't go to school. But I don't want nobody to fool you. They had to fool the other people. So I'll teach you the law. And I'm telling you again. That's why they said in the last sentence, all official acts done or performed and all statements made in the chambers of the legislature shall be privileged again, and no legislator shall be held accountable or punished therefore. So when you go sit down in your dirty backyard and run your mouth on people, that's not the chamber. That's not official. Okay? Your dirty backyard is not the chamber. Watch yourself. So if you go to school and you start misbehaving, jumping on top of the picker hood, no slipper, beating pattern, you will understand the law. You won't need to go to school to learn it. I promise you that. I promise you. Folks, once again, I will close by saying, please contact the office of the president-elect. If you have any issues, want any appointments, want to have a program, it's your office. That office is open to you. Take advantage of it. Get to it. Arrange. You're highly welcome. But like I said, I'm in Tennessee. I'm not in PA. And I'm fully aware that the office of the president-elect is not notified of that program, not anyone or whatsoever, but he will celebrate with you all today, wherever you are celebrating in the United States. That he is committed to. So again, the other one about someone say, you let Gibson get on your skin? No. I just told you. I flew in to Atlanta. I flew to Tennessee. Then I sit down on the platform. One dull man. He can't read. He can't talk Tabata. I just go to his house. Left from there, I took my shower. Find me food to eat. And stand on those. Oh, my man on the show. I want to put the bag in down. Wash my face. Put small hair. Pangana oil on my face. And come on TV. For someone that dull man was saying I can't read. Every day for a friend that go on the platform, they will read, they will express themselves. He will know nothing. He just come there. Okay? Look at the other person say, Fahngon, now you forgetting about freedom of speech. The other freedom, the same way you can enjoy freedom today. I enjoy my own now. So where is the breach? He taught, I taught. Then you say I forgot about freedom of speech? Why I forgot? Anyway, you part of the dog club. So you're right. I don't need to respond to you. You part of the dog club. So again, I will not sit on a platform. I come from flying all around the place like a bird. And I'm hungry. And one guy, the people talking, serious issue, decide that he will make it look like it's nothing. Well, I got a problem with you. But then if I eat and you want to make fun, I'll go find food to eat. If that crime I committed, I'll commit it one more time. And that's all I'm saying. When you ready to talk serious, you call me back. You sat down there. People don't even know. You can't compare the sanction on Jefferson Koji with that of Prince Johnson and all the other people. If anybody can really recall, about 5 or 6 days ago, I was talking to Jefferson Koji and Akaros Gray. When I said these words, these exact words, that if you're not aware that you have committed crimes against humanity, when you tell the guy to the poor and flock him and put him in generator room, you need to wake up. Now, they say he has a reputation of stoking fear and violence. They say he controls a paramilitary group. They say he recruits former combatants and hardened criminals. They say he's engaged in massive corruption, bribery, misappropriation of state assets, or if you like, resources for his political party. He pressures anti-corruption investigators. Last but not the least, which is the most important, that he is responsible, complacent, directly or indirectly engaged in human rights abuse. That's the big one there. All the other one, that's small one. That's the big one. He got to even know where to run. Because if he runs into the wrong country, they will grab him and send him to the Hague. When you try to tell your friends and they don't want to listen. Look at Carlos Gray. He invaded the state-run universities beat up people mercilessly. That's crimes against humanity. But they will not understand. Finda Bando is supposed to be chief of protocol. But your name got to be in every evil thing. Finda Bando. That's because you hear sanction. TV road is different. Because when they say the person steal, different. Yes, some of the stealing will be considered something bad. But when you are accused of crimes against humanity, gosh. Why will a young man, and why did they book him? Because like I always said to Jefferson Koji, there was a clear intent to undermine the peace and stability of the Republic of Liberia. A clear intent. Why are you rearming? I'm using word here. Rearming former combatants. Why are you arming notorious criminals? Why are you training paramilitary groups? No sense. No sense. Folks, enjoy your victory celebration wherever you are today. Like I said, I wish I was extended an invitation to go. However, we're part of the celebrations regardless. His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai is doing well. He's today, I think he's not happy that much, and that's understandable. But he's very good, I can tell you that. It's just that the beating, the Magedor, and we're happy for that beating because at least we stay on the top. Liverpool, we never walk alone. And we're there. So thank all of you. There's so many crimes now coming up that Koji may have committed. The best he can do for himself now is to remain quiet. If Koji was to ask me, sir, can you please advise me what to do? I would say send for your men. Disarm your men. Yourself, disarm your men. Take the weapons in a pickup truck. Take it to the U.S. Embassy. Tell them you're sorry. You say, oh, you forget that grandpa? No. No. Because don't kind of thing you'll be afraid, the people will shoot you. No. Disarm your men. Call for a general muster. Bring them to the BTC. Disarm them right in front of the U.S. military attaché. Take their pictures. Take the guns. Take the serial number. Once you do that, disarm all the criminals. Let them be part of the general muster. And once you're done with that, you write a letter of apology to the Liberian government and people. Serve the U.S. Embassy with a copy for the U.S. government. And you begin a period of, what should I say, reconciliation with some of your victims. And so that there can be some form of leniency. But you put your chest up against America, son, they're going to put their rifle boots in that thing. Trust me. Americans are like that. If you show remorse, They're sure to kind of, because you're too young. You're very young. So you need to do the right thing. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining me.